These are the 3 reasons for why I don't waste my time with webinars. And this is true for both the course creator and the student who is wanting to learn more about a subject. So whether you're someone who's wanting to learn a new skill, or whether you're a course creator or online coach who's wanting to sell more of your courses and coaching packages, do not, and I want to repeat, do not waste your time with webinars. And right now, let's get into the reasons for why you should not be wasting your time with webinars. And the biggest one, let's be honest, webinars are super awkward for both the participants and also the presenter. And let's look at the process of what is really happening here. You've got an online creator, so a course creator or a coach, who will run a free live webinar or even a pre-recorded webinar. And then the presenter will share about 30 minutes of teaching with the goal of creating pain or fear. And then comes the super awkward bit where you have the presenter who's trying to sell their online courses or their coaching packages to the participants who were there under the guise of just wanting to learn more about the subject. And I don't know whether you've been the person who's the participant inside the webinar, but trust me, it just gets super awkward really quickly. And then what happens is you get the presenter trying to use hard sales tactics, and you get all the participants who are just trying to leave politely without offending anyone. And this brings me to the second reason for why I don't do webinars and why you shouldn't participate in webinars, and it's because it is the classic bait and switch. Now, if you've never heard of the bait and switch tactic, it's a really well-known high-pressure sales tactic. And in this case, what's happening is that the presenter is offering some free training, but it's really not for free, because what that presentation is built up to, the whole purpose of that presentation is to build up to the sales process. So that last 10 to 15 minutes of the webinar where they're going to be doing the sales process. So it's really not free learning, it's really just a big sales presentation. And for me, this is the biggest red flag of a creator. Now hear me right, I have no problems with creators selling their online courses and their online coaching. It's something I do every single day. So don't get me wrong, no problem with that. What I have a problem with is this whole bait and switch notion where you're advertising a free webinar, but it's really just a big sales presentation. And this brings me to the third and the biggest point, and that is that webinars aren't even needed in order to sell your courses or your online coaching packages. So let's just do away with them. They're not required. Now, before some course creators start getting really angry with me and saying, I did a webinar and I got $30,000 worth of sales, I'm not denying that at all. What I'm saying is that there is a much better way for you to sell your courses and a much more comfortable way for your potential students to buy your courses. Because ultimately, that's what we're trying to achieve here, is that we want a process where potential students who are looking to learn what we're an expert in can find an easy way to buy our courses or our online coaching packages. And like many other course creators, we've got testimonial after testimonial of students and clients who have really learnt so much from our courses and so much from our online coaching packages. And that's why I'm saying is that we can just do away with this old high pressure tactic of webinars. And what I'm talking about here is I want you to slip back into the mind of a buyer, and whether you are looking at buying anything, whether it be from a car or whether it be for a watch or a phone, whatever the situation is. I know in my life, when I've bought something, I've enjoyed the process far more when I've been the one who's really wanted to drive the sale, as opposed to being stuck in a meeting where someone is trying to high pressure me to make a decision today. I had one of those situations just last year where I was a little bit tired at the time. I was a little bit embarrassed that I fell for this tactic, but we were looking at some different investment opportunities, and then we got the free seminar, and it just ended up becoming a big sales fest. Ultimately, about 10 minutes into the process, I just cut the call and said, sorry, I'm out. I'm not doing this. And the reason for that is because I was able to do my own research and then found a different option which was best for me and my family. Now, as a creator, that's where you want to position yourself. You want to position yourself and your products in a way that you're not having to force someone to buy your product on the spot. What you're wanting to do is you're wanting to provide the information and build a relationship with that person so that they can't wait to buy your products or buy your online coaching packages. And I've had this time and time again where people will send me emails and saying, they really want to be part of a different course of mine or a different community of mine, but they just have to wait a couple of months in order for them to be able to save the money or just be able to clear up their schedule so that they can take the best advantage of the teaching that I'm offering. And also as well, for a course creator or an online coach, that becomes a far better student or client because you haven't pressured them into the sale. It's something that they've really wanted. It's a goal that they've wanted to achieve, and they get far more out of the learning process. So it really is better for both sides. So now that brings us to a big question. If you're not going to use webinars to sell your courses or to sell your online coaching packages, what process do you do? How do you give people an invitation to buy your courses or buy your online coaching packages in a really soft, but it's still a high converting method? And that is a great question, and I'm going to answer it right now. Now, just in case we haven't met yet, my name is Aaron Young and I'm from 7-Figure Coaching. And what I'm about to share with you is the exact process that I used to build my own 7-figure coaching brand in under 2 years. And it's a simple 3-step process. Step 1, you give away high quality free teaching on YouTube or a different social media platform. Step 2, you offer free high quality teaching aids that people can request that actually solve a problem or teach them something in practical steps. And then step 3, once they've opted in and requested that free teaching tool, you then set up a high converting email funnel. And the beauty of this is that this is all based on you giving away free content right at the start. And then as well, you also giving away a free high quality teaching tool that is actually helping them. And when you use this process, I find that it's just far more comfortable for both the coach and also for both the potential clients or potential students, because it's all done via email. They can opt out at any time, or they can just simply choose to not read your email. But what I've found time and time again is that because this relationship started with me as the course creator, giving away hours upon hours of high quality and practical teaching on YouTube, and then also offering them some free downloadable guides or teaching tools which actually do help them. And that's another mistake that some course creators give, is that their downloads or lead magnets, whatever you want to call them, are really rubbish and they don't actually help people. I find that when you get those 2 first steps right, people are more than happy to accept your sales emails, because once again, they can opt out at any time. And just a little trip with there, in my email flows, I make my unsubscribe buttons, oversized, so that it's really easy for people to opt out at any time. Once again, because I don't want to trick people into buying my products. I really want to create an environment where that if they want to, and it's a big if they want to take the relationship between the client and the coach and them a little bit further, they can opt into it and they can go ahead and make that purchase. So what I'm going to do right now is we're going to get super practical, and we're going to jump into a screen share, and I'm going to show you how I set up these funnels and how I've built a 7-figure business without having to use high pressure webinars. And what I'm also going to do is, if you follow that link in the description below, you can get access to my 6-figure funnel kit. And this shows you how I set up my funnels, and you can also get access to all of my email copies so that you can copy them and use them in your own business. You may just have to replace some of the names. Obviously, you can just rewrite and reword those emails to suit your business, but you can get all of that for free. All you need to do is to follow that link in the description below. But right now, let's jump into the screen share so I can show you how you can sell your courses or online packages without using those high pressure webinars. All right, so what I want to show you here is, this is a funnel that I used on my Google Ads channel. And basically what the process is obviously we start with high quality YouTube teaching videos. And then in those videos, I invite them to follow that link in the description below if they want to get access to what I call my e-commerce optimization checklist. And this is what they can actually access. And this is a list of all of the optimizations that they can use in order to optimize their shopping or performance max campaigns, which are just different types of campaigns in Google Ads. And then what I also did is I also created a schedule to let them know how often they need to complete those optimization actions. And this was a tool that I put together when I was consulting to different digital agencies. And we use this as an operation process for them to manage all of their campaigns. So this is a really high quality tool that I give them absolutely free. So if they want to get access to this, and I show them an example in the video, I show them how I use it, and then I give them an invitation. If you want to get access to this e-commerce checklist, just follow that link in the description below. And then that brings them to this first step, which is they come to this first page, and it's just a simple opt-in page. Now you can see in here, because we've given all the information about what this checklist is in the video, we actually don't need to go into a large sales process. It's just purely a simple option of, if you'd like, let us know where you want us to send the checklist, enter their name and their email, email. And then when they do that, that triggers two things. It triggers this email flow, but it also triggers this page here, which is this landing page. So straight away, they know that they can check their email to get their Google Ads optimization checklist, but we do give them a special offer. Now, if they wanted to, they could close this page and they get the checklist that they've requested. So once again, they're not having to jump through any hoops. They've already got the checklist, but we do invite them to a quick little offer. And this is just a general sales page, which offers a product that they can buy, which then gives them a collection of videos that they can use to actually use the optimization checklist. So what that just simply does is it just lets them know how to actually complete in a series of screen shares all of these different actions. But then the second thing that triggers is an 8 email flow. And what this actually does is that firstly, after they get their e-commerce checklist, they also get an extra free training session, which is another 40-minute training tool on how to optimize their Google Ads campaigns. And then we give them an offer, which is 20% off our full course. Then we go through and we give them some testimonials, we give them some authority markers, and then there's just some reminder emails. But what this is all set up in is that in the first 24 hours, not only do they get their checklist, but they also get another 40 to 45 minute session of how they can better improve their Google Ads campaigns, and then we go into some sales emails. What I want you to see here is that you can actually see the unsubscribe rate. For every single email, it is either 0% or 1%. Even by the end of the email flow, we're still getting opening rates of above 38%. And using that simple process, which provides people with extra value content, is a way that I've built my 7-figure business without running any high pressure webinars. And remember, if you wanted to download my 6-figure funnel kit so that you can create your own high converting funnels, just follow that link in the description below. Once again, thank you for joining me. My name is Aaron Young from 7-Figure Coaching. And an important part of this process to make sure that it works correctly is that you need to have a high converting landing page. And if you'd like to see some extra training on how to create high converting landing pages, which is all data driven, because what I share in this video is from over 10,000 user tests, I just want you to go through it and watch this video right here. Once again, thanks for joining me. See you next time.